Welcome back to my today or playing some more Minecraft in it. I am busy. I'm clearly not planning correctly. I am busy building out the houses that go over here. Oh, no. Hi. Uh, Clearly, okay, we need sleep. So, okay, I have not have a bed on me. Don't sleep. So all of these nitwits who cannot find a bed are safe. Um, but I've run into sort of issue, a conundrum, if you will. Um, so I have, this is all the light gray terracotta. Hi, jump. Jumping is good. All the light gray terracotta that I have. And that is not going to fill these squares. It's just not going to be enough. Even more so, what I have been doing is I put down the light gray squares, then I go back and put in some mushroom blocks for just some texturing and more sun equals more mushroom blocks and that sort of thing. But not a lot of mushroom blocks. And my closest mushroom island is not horribly far away, but it is a decent. It's enough that it's a bother. And as I figure things out, right, I'm gonna need more. Oh, hi. That's stop it. I'm gonna need lots more. I'm gonna need a way to really produce mushrooms in a more controlled fashion. Kind of see I've already started building out the little path system. Here's where all of the farmland's gonna go. It's gonna look. I'm really excited. I think it's gonna look really nice. But that doesn't solve my construction problem. And even worse, the terracotta is really far away. Like it's here, let me I did go can I wanted I did go and harvest a whole bunch of terracotta. So I could dye the gray ones, but again, with the project that I'm working on, it's really too big. So I was like, okay, well, there is a way to make clay mud, dirt to mud to clay, right? I do have a ton of mud over there, but I also could just make that. We'll see. I'm on the fence whether I want to make a clay farm to make the terracotta. What I am not on the fence on is the mushroom farm. So I looked up some mushroom farms, and that's probably what we're going to do today. But I ran into some problems. The mushroom farm that I'm looking at is like 7 blocks high, assuming that I don't want any headroom. And that is too short for underneath there. So it's got to go in this area that I haven't figured out, haven't cleared out very well. So that's problem number 1. And so then I started to go, well, I do have already some, like, you could see I've done a little bit of work. We're going to talk about some planning. I've gotten rid of the water that was here, and this does go further down than I actually kind of bombed a little too well. I did fix the stairs because I bombed the heck out of this part, and all of the stairs was completely broken. Go me. And you can see there's still some water over here, but I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to drop it down, and it's already dropped, so I just need a way to get down there. And I really liked how dark this. I think this is. What is this? Deep slate tile stairs and deep slate tile. Just like the way that this looks. And this is going to be on the inside, so I kind of like the idea of it being all sooty. See, but what I need to do, I needed to figure out rather quickly, as if I'm going to build in here, right? I need to know sort of, hi, party of 4. Do I have? I do. Get rid of our friends. I needed to figure out. That's not gonna work. Hi, exact same space. Really? Okay, fine. Just go for your friends instead. Oh, now you all want to know about me. No, I didn't ask you to shoot. Yeah, no, nobody asked you to shoot. No shooting. Oh, Mr. Man, just let all your friends die. You were like, I'm going to be back here for a little bit. What level? 2. Interesting. I think I have a 2. Anyway, so my big concern is, like, I'm going to build all of this, right? And then what am I going to do about stairs, right? I know that the front is going to be over there, but I don't want to build a whole bunch of stuff and then have to refigure out where the stairs on the side of the building's going to be. So I got into my creative world. Let's go over there really quickly and I can kind of show you what I've been sort of tinkering on. So 1 second. All right. So here, very flat world, slimes and whatnot. So I went ahead and outlined the entire base of what this structure is going to look like, right? Like how many, where's the, is the halfway point, where's the center, right? Because ultimately I want the top to be dead even, right? We don't want to start building and have a problem. We'll talk about that in a minute if I haven't already talked about that. But on this side of, on the front, staircase has to be very grand, right? So I think this is what I'm looking at for the staircase going up. I might make it a little, and yes, there's a complete and utter marb farm down here. Lovely, it's beautiful. But this helped me figure out, okay, I wanted a grand staircase. Okay, here's my grand staircase, right? So how tall is that grand staircase? And that's basically 11 blocks high. So on the outside, which is pretty consistent, right? The first outer layer is going to be 11 blocks, which is great because the layer next to the edge where there's that upper sort of shelf that I'm going to put in I'm going to put some houses on. That's 7 blocks high. So you will be able to see, which I really like that idea. You're going to be able to see this top layer over that other layer from the other side of the river, which I think is going to look really cool. And then I was looking at, okay, there's a lot of archways and thought process. I don't know if this is the final design, but it looks pretty cool to me. But I'm like, okay, well now I have to figure out. It's 89 blocks to the center of what this thing is going to be. So, and I know that the very top, right, where the peeps are all going, the emperor and his wife and whatever are all going to be. I want it to be a nice big house. This is their living quarters, right? I want it to be very lush. So I roughly got an idea of, that had to be 21. I think I ended up, so I think it's going to be a little shorter, but I'll show you why. But I was like, okay, we need to make each area good. So each of these is 5. So this base right here is going to be more or less 15 blocks. And then we'll have a nice big 5 block stairwell on on all sides. So that this one is going to be probably bigger than the other sides are going to be. And then what's the next level look like? Well, the next level is also going to be 15, but this will be a smaller, because restricted areas, right? Right. And then another 15. And then we'll have our last sort of 15 where like the emperor and the royal family then come down and meet with court, meet with the royalty, meet with other people, right? Like this is their meeting area, and very few people get access to their home area. But then I was like, okay, how tall do it like if you're going to build a massive structure, right? You want that top area to sort of be visible from miles around. So I was like, okay, well, what am I looking at here? And so this is 10 blocks. This is my 10 block marker. And so if we do this right, 10, 20, like almost 35 in the high. And I was like, okay, well, we're coming a bit short of 30 blocks. So ultimately what I'm going to do is we're going to raise um, these platforms up by 3 each, so that they're like that one's going to be 7, and this one's also going to be 7, and I think this is 7 as well, and then this will be 5, which is fine. But that then gives us an extra 9, which puts us up here, which is a pretty good height, right, for people to see the luxury. I was like, okay, well that helps me visualize sort of what I'm looking at as far as each layer. Okay. But still didn't answer my big question, right? Is I'm working on the side of the pyramid that is not the front, right? How do I handle the stairs, if you will? And so I sort of just outlined that area. And then I decided that I was going to inset those stairs because we don't have a lot of space between the stairs coming down and the stairs for the Babel Hanging Gardens, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to inset them by 3. See, 4 over here. So there'll be like this little opening, and then you'll come up, and this will be then, so we are going to lose a little bit of space on the sides, but I think that's okay. And then you build up and you build up and you build up so that it becomes, a circular base. I probably will use this more often to figure out, okay, how am I going to get the water to flow? But I needed to be able to visually see, right, in my mind, what was I thinking, and then visually see how I needed to build the sides so that I then know where, if I start building in that bottom area, where is my boundaries, right? So I don't have to build a whole bunch of stuff and then have to tear it all back down and rebuild it, because that's just a waste of time. All right, so let me show you how it's coming in the actual world. All right, so we're back over here now, and I had to find the middle, right? Like, because that's where we want these stairs, is the middle. I still haven't found it on this side, but I have found it over here, and you can kind of see in the distance. I'm going to have this 3 block wide. I had to count again, so that's a 50, and then this is the next 50 marker. You can kind of see I started to sort of build it out so that I knew here's where we are, and when you finally get to the top, this is how far that top one is going to. over everything else. It'll get a nice, good view of, the it will you because there'll be stuff here, you won't necessarily see over everything, but you'll start to be able to see, life outside of the walls, right? And then I was trying to figure out, okay, this is going to come in 1, 2, 3. Here's the third one. Probably don't want the stairs being, because the stairs will here. I think I have some stairs on me to sort of illustrate this. So this is going to look like this. You probably don't. Excuse you. No, stop. I guess that doesn't matter as much. Sandstone. Or we'll do sand. Sure. Firing on all cylinders today. We probably don't want this to be visible from the inside. So as I build out this sort of walkway, I'm going to curve it a little bit so that this will be the walkway. And then what we'll end up doing is curving it back around on all of the sides. But that helps me then. So how do I get from the mushroom farm to this? That helps me then go, okay, I can then put this here. If I want, I think for the moment, I'm probably going to want just build it in this space. So we'll build like the first, like the farm, how do you get the mushrooms? And then we'll build the, how you get the mushrooms, the big mushrooms, right? But I think I'm going to build the how you get the mushrooms maybe here. If I have space, I might put that one over by the other farm, the nether tree mushroom. They're technically mushrooms, they're not trees. Farm over there, and then just to have the stem stock one. So let me clean a little bit of this out and up, because I think I'm just going to set it right here, because ultimately I think I'm going to have probably, when I remove the sorting system, I'm probably going to have that more center. That just makes sense in my brain to have it centralized instead of on a fringe. But yeah, let me clear all this out and start building, and we'll see where I end up. And I'll be right back. A few hours later, cleaned up some of the mess I made with bombs over here. Kind of see filling in this slowly but surely. And I've cleared out a whole bunch of space over here, a lot more space than I needed. And I also did the 50 block marks that I had done on the other side. So I know that the space I've cleared out is roughly 50 by 50 because of where these blocks are. Not bad, not a bad start. And then I figured out that I didn't need that much space for potentially this build. So, well, I have the space now at least, right? Here are all of the, oops, here are all the materials apparently I'm going to need. This powdered snow was a pain in the rear to get. It was so far away. But I ended up getting 3 of them just in case I need powdered snow again. I ain't gonna go looking for it. But here's all the materials. Let's see if I can. Okay. I am supposed to place an observer so that this little arrow, excuse me, why are we doing this? So that this little arrow is supposed to be facing outward. I cannot get this little arrow to face this way for the life of me. I am trying it. Uh, so like I have put temporary blocks, right? I have tried, okay, if I do this, nope, that doesn't work. Wait, wait, hi. If I, oh, hi. If I do this, nope, because that dot is supposed to be up here. But I am assuming that observers have directionality of some sort that I am utterly missing. And yes, these are a lot of observers. This is apparently what it all is going to require. So I up here. Nope, you still want to do that. Okay. Oh, want to do still. Okay. Oh, okay. Great. Great, great. But I need you to face up. Oh, how did I do that? So can I do that this way though? No. You're always going to look that way. That's not what I need. I need you to look the other way. I need you to look this way, not looking this way. Not looking this way. Do I have to like turn? Do I have to turn this car around? Just because the observer does not want to actually do what I'm asking it to do. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Because I need that arrow. So here's what I'm gonna do. Because I am running. Oh, I'm gonna ruin my floors. Apparently, what I'm gonna. Because I'm running out of time. I have so much time during the videos out. I'm gonna play around with these observers because I haven't had this problem before. This floor is going to change. I don't know what it's going to look like. It's probably going to have some terracotta, probably going to have some blues, some oranges. Um, I haven't decided yet. I figured I had time to decide on it. But I'm going to fiddle around with this for a little while longer because I need that. No, nope, still not. I might have to turn the entire build around so that it's facing that way so that I could just get this done. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it here. Let this not be another like farm that I can't build because it's technical. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Oh, oh. Gonna have to watch some videos on some how the observers work. Oh, we'll get back because this I need this farm I need a lot. Thank you all for watching. We're ending not in triumph, but next week we will triumph. Bill, thank you all for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.